The album for this came together, at least the first initial idea for this album came together the very first weekend of the pandemic, actually. I drove up to Palm Springs to visit a friend. She'd rented out a house for her birthday that weekend, not knowing that there was going to be a pandemic. And on the way up, I had like 3 hours and I had 24 plus songs that I couldn't figure out how they fit together. And so I just listened to the demos and I figured out that one group of them were kind of techno electronic rock, which became the Drunken Logic EP, It's Only Temporary. And then there were 5 that were kind of 90s pop punk, power pop kind of stuff, and that became An Awful Lot of Nothing, which was the last EP. And then I thought the rest could make this great album that could be called Idling High. That first track list, dating to March 19th, 2020, I just found it for the first time recently. We started with We All Look the Same, which is kind of making the record, but not. 15 on the Freeway, which I never sent to you guys. Asking for a Friend. Thanks for Waking Me Up. 5 More Minutes, which I also never sent to you guys. I'm Still Here. I Think I'm Happy. 10 Years Time, which is on An Awful Lot of Nothing. October Burning, and The Other Man. And somewhere along the line I wrote like 7 more songs and ended up putting them in this bundle anyway. But yeah, I came in with 16 songs, and I don't know if you guys have any initial memories of like when I first sent things to you, or where you felt like things kind of first clicked in pre-production for where this might go.
Well, we had worked on the demos.
Yes, so you'd heard at least 2 of them already.
So we had basically recorded 2 songs.
October Burning and The Greatest Day.
Yeah, that we had said, oh, let's just try these, like semi-acoustic-ish. We added some other stuff, but it was kind of just like, you know, make a better sounding demo for those 2. So that was kind of like the first like tinges of where, you know, we started getting a process going.
October Burning definitely didn't change much from that demo. I mean, we added things to the arrangement, but I mean, it did not change much as a song, it felt like, between when we first did that in like January of last year, right? And then, yeah.
Yeah, it felt like it was already really well written and just had some really nice parts already, and it was just like, all right, let's just try to build around these parts.
Yeah.
You know? There were a lot of songs that were like that, and then there were some that we
definitely
dug into a little bit harder.
Yeah.
As it will.
For sure.
I remember you sent me, I think, all 16 songs, and like scheduled a meeting to talk about like my thoughts on each one and where they could possibly go. And I don't remember like many of the details for each song, with the exception of Asking for a Friend. I think I was like, you have all these like serious songs, and then you have this song. But it is funny how I've like totally come around. Like songs have completely changed orders as we've made them, in terms of like my favorites of the bunch and like lyrical. I still will get hit with random lyrics.
Well, that's very
from songs that I like and hadn't really processed.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, make sure you tell that to people when you're pitching it.
Keep like, listening.
Yeah. Mitch has heard these 800 times each, and he's still finding little nuggets in there.
I mean, I think that's like definitely the sort of the sign of a great song. Like,
I hope so, man.
Yeah, like stuff that you find new meaning in, or you just kind of come back to and you hear it again and you say, oh, that I've heard that line 100 times, but I just thought of it in like a way different way.
For sure.